Well, it's a little past noon. I'm finished with the morning cup. I've been getting things organized, and it's an ongoing thing when you live out of bags. I'm actually kind of testing on this. I have to take my glasses off to be able to focus properly on the screen. 2 and then 0.5, I have no idea. It's still at just 1 power. I'm still getting used to a new phone. Everything seems to be in fairly good focus, but if you'll recall, just as I was beginning to make my morning cup of coffee video, I don't remember an adult, so they actually may have been old enough to drive, but it looked like a couple of young men who had on, I think they had on kind of a school club, like they would be doing great in the math club or something like that. A couple of Hindustani dudes, and they brought me. That's at least a 2-gallon deal, and right off the bat, I want to give it some consideration because that Siete brand of chips and stuff, with some exceptions, is kind of turning out to be the high dollar. There you go with the Chipotle barbecue. They right off the bat they start going into some toxicity. I wanted to give it a review and see whether or not, once again, the most valuable thing turns out to be the bag itself. Oh my goodness, that's heavy. Oh yeah, well, right off the bat, that's almost completely baby laxative. So I kind of enjoy doing some of this product review. Oh, and that's a good bag. It does look like at this point in time that the Ziploc bag will probably be the most salvageable, does it have a brand name on it? It's a hefty, stronger seal, closed. So actually, yeah, I'll definitely be hanging on to that lady the other day that gave me that bright pink colored stuff in the morning. I just graciously accepted your gift, ma'am, because I didn't feel like being rude to you. And later in the day, it all went into that trash can right there. Right there is where all your carefully folded, carefully laundered, beautiful, and all those beautiful big fat wool socks that cannot possibly fit inside my shoes, and I don't have a house to be wearing them around inside of. Remember, I have to limit my total bulk. I'm already at about the most I can handle right now, and I'm trying to sort it down now. Sort down, compact. So, yeah, if you're let's see how the self-focus. Yeah, the self-focus on this is working way better than. But then again, that could be from my oils and body oils and stuff getting all over the lenses and stuff. But then again, this is also supposed to be an improved, camera. Of course, I should explain. I've pretty much burned my fingerprints off. They've been pretty useless in opening my last phone, so I haven't even done them into this phone because they're going to continue to get scorched off by the hot teacups and the other. Chipotle, I thought that was a brand name. Chipotle barbecue chips. Avocado oil and vegan. Yeah, is this the stuff? No, it says potato. This isn't the cassava flour stuff. It doesn't give me a breakdown on the poly versus mono unsaturated. I'm reading it over from here. But yeah, it's, you know, chipotle powder, which is actually, chipotle ain't a real hot distilled white vinegar powder, which means it's actually isn't that acetic acid, malic acid, non-brewed chemical vinegar like they got in usual. My biggest problem with these chips is that they're hard as rock. They've been properly fried, all that kind of stuff, but they're kettle cooked, they're avocado oil and all this other stuff. But Siete is the brand if you're looking for. It's least likely. My biggest problem is that if you have tender gums or sensitive teeth or anything like that, this is not the product for you. Actually, if you don't have really tough gums, they'll tear your gums up because those chips inside are hard as rock. And if nothing else, for the time being, I'm going to save it over to feed to the birds. Gosh, you know what? This morning I didn't even have any food out there. Shortly after I came up, a flock of about, well, I guess they were separated into male and female. At least 100, 120, how about 120, 140 grackle showed up between this area. Actually, they were all the way out in the street. And they were all the way out in the street and all the way up to here and all the way out to there and all the way over to here. Yeah, so far it's still looking at, hey, I think they may actually have, no, gum detoxify. Usually this gum detoxify stuff actually has saltpeter in it. I might keep it just because I don't consider it particularly nasty. But what they're using as a detoxifying agent in there is just what you plain old call saltpeter or potassium nitrate. Let's see if my memory is correct. Active ingredients, stannous fluoride, and then where's the it's not telling me where the water sorbitol hydrated silica is something was just soap, but sodium gluconate, carrageenan, flavor sodium citrate, xanthan gum, zinc citrate, sodium saccharin, sodium hydroxide, sucralose, so it's got some pretty toxic shit in it, and it doesn't have the potassium nitrate that they originally were. Actually, I'm kind of liking this camera better. It's giving me a better palette, and it's showing all the colors better. And so oh shit, I dropped my glasses. So just based on I don't know, I think I'll keep that just as a spare, you know. Sometimes you need like one, I can tell you what, the focusing mechanism on this thing is working a lot better. I can tell by the way I remember when this first came out, this was full of potassium nitrate. They keep altering the formulas on products literally week by week. They change because they're being made up in China in vast bulks, and they can change it every time they turn around. I'll hang on to that temporarily, but some of this stuff is, oh great, I need a nice pair of, at least it's not pink pussycats. It's more like a peach kitty. Actually, if you're familiar with the biology, this falls more into what would be called a llama, or into that range. Yeah, this is definitely would fall. So this is like the peach llama socks, of which I'm reluctant to throw away because they feel extremely stretchy and would definitely keep my feet warm inside of a sleeping bag. So far I've actually retained several of the items. So far, you young guys here at the Pflugerville Middle School Math Club or whatever, my young Hindustani friends, so far y'all are doing pretty good. I kind of noticed before because y'all didn't really have any outstandingly bright, flaming purple, pink kind of, well, except in the bag. It's okay. Well, here goes strike number one. Top ramen. Pure toxic. At least they didn't spell it shpimp like Nissan used to always do it. S-H-P-I-M-P. Shpimp. Shpimp. What do you want to still bet? It's all seed oils. Palm oil, right there, right off the bat, right after the flour, palm oil. Okay, so that goes into the trash bag over here. Starburst. No, I'm pretty sure Starburst has got, I like this camera a lot better. It focuses much quicker, especially at close range. Wonder what's corn sugar, corn syrup, hydrogenated palm kernel, hydrogenated palm kernel, hydrogenated trash bag. And this is where it pays to fruit rings. Need I say more? Just add milk. Well, the milk would be healthy, but this little, was it, 1.5 ounces? Cereal with a blend of fruit flavors. $80 calories. And there's more poisons in there between the food dyes and then probably the glyphosate, chlormequat, and the wheat. So into the trash can right there, trash bag. You guys are doing better in the sock department. Band-Aids. If you have a Band-Aid, if you have a boo-boo, rule number one, if you have a boo-boo and you're a real man, you're not a girl, if you have a boo-boo that's only requires a Band-Aid that small, this is where you put the Band-Aids. You don't apply them to the wound, you apply them to the garbage can. You need to engage the immune system, and most wounds, especially small ones, should be left to the open air. And this, I already told you before, let's just let's see what kind of, because they keep changing the formulations, Contains bioengineered Hackettstown, New Jersey. And as I remember, I think on some of these you can't get the actual here you go, ingredients list. I'm really enjoying that really sharp focus between near to far on this camera more than my last one. My last one was supposed to be 50 megapixel, but it still didn't. It's rangefinder and stuff. It's okay. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. See, now it's a feature that should be automatic. The close-up that was on the last one wasn't. Okay, there you go. Made of sorbitol. Sorbitol is baby laxative. It's a sweet alcohol. Yeah, here I got something out of gum base. Glycerol, which is nothing really wrong with glycerol. Natural and artificial flavors, but then in here it starts coming in with the artificial sweeteners. The first thing though was right off the bat was baby laxative sweetener. Sorbitol is a sweet alcohol. As I recall, it's a sweet alcohol. It's molecularly dissimilar, but in the same class as the sweet alcohol in your coolant system in your vehicle. You know, antifreeze. But this is safe enough to where we give it to children as a baby laxative. I can't read a lot of this hydrogenated starch, hydrolysate, aspartame, mannitol, that's another laxative. Asulfame, that's another artificial sweetener and neurologically active, just as like the aspartame. So, without even finishing the list, you know where this belongs. You should never be putting this in the mouth, especially of a young person. If you're a fidgety person, this is enough to make your bowels move every day. If a fidgety person would chew this whole pack easily in a day, or maybe two of them. I've seen people go through a couple of these in a day. So that's another $4 or $5, that's $5. That's about what that costs. And of course, these kind of ass wipes or nose blows are absolutely useless. They're just so small, so tiny, it's not worth carrying them around. So they go right straight into the trash. And these things, well, once again, it's they look big enough. They actually do. Well, no, I'm looking on top. They look kind of big or stretchy enough to where they might keep my feet warm on a cold night, and so, or they might be a good holder or protector for something else. I'll throw them over in the maybe over there with the peach colored. That was a llama that's a llama's face without a doubt. I got good recognition. Now they're going to spend a ton of money on like Burt's beeswax or shit like that when I just use animal. Lip Naturals, watermelon, petrolatum-free lip balm. Vitamin E, aloe, and natural oils. You're still not convincing me to why should I carry this extra special deal when I have coconut oil right there. I have coconut oil right there. And you'll spent, probably at least $2 on that. And hey, that's a handy little weed bag, ain't it? Here, I'm going to set that down there because I'm going to save that bag. Here's one salvage bag right off the bat. Just having trouble getting them to separate out. Yeah, that'll be handy. That'll be for the big buds. That's perfect. Like I keep telling you, in this here, we got the watermelon. Then we have this lovely blueberry Jasmine Labelle Cosmetics. Press center and so on to its. Now this is supposed to be kind of an all natural and so on, and but the key thing is that I got all natural coconut oil to rub all over my nose and my mouth when I got it, and I got it in bulk. I don't have to have a special applicator. I don't see if I kept every little container and bottle and doodad and hickey thing. Matter of fact, there's some. That sure looks familiar. That soap right there looks like the soap for my. So what am I going to do with this? What's the? Yeah, 21 minutes on a. Lip gloss contains Vaseline. That's it right there. I ain't rubbing 60 million year old dinosaur grease when fresh oils, animal fats are available, or good vegetable fats like coconut oil. Purell. I got a 6-month bottle of scotch over there with 8 ounces of really good alcohol in it. I don't see the need to have a special little bottle full of kosher gelatin, and this stuff is nothing compared to, you see that little yellow thing there? The germ killing power, and this has no persistence. As soon as it evaporates, as soon as the alcohol evaporates, if the germ ain't dead, the germ is still alive, is still there. So Purell, nope. This is just product review. And what's this stuff? La Fresh Travel Light Makeup Remover and Wipe. Yeah, this came out of a hotel. I think these kids may be Patels. And with vitamin E, avec de la vitamine E, yeah, that ain't going anywhere because it's mostly packaging, and that toothbrush and toothpaste is absolutely useless. That brush is absolutely not worth anything. Nice and clean, handy Santa Hands antibacterial hand wipes. Are they even good for wiping your ass? Let me get the ingredients out here. Boy, I'm sure I'm liking the sharpness, so that I got to be careful what I'm doing because it's trying to focus on my finger. Okay. Benzalkonium chloride at the regular potency, and let's see if it has any kind of fragrance that kills and removes 99.9% of bacteria. Actually, at the proper strength, just literally a few times stronger than what they're dosing out here, it will persist and kill every germ in the book. What else doesn't really, water alcohols, it does have some kind of fragrance in it, but usually, yeah, but it's worth keeping. Look at it this way, guys. It's almost, well, not poundage wise, but there are a few things that are made it through the. Well, looky here. It looks like they gave me some jammies. No, these are just. Let's see if they gauge my. Because XL is actually where I'm at now, and double XL is drawstring, comfort, lounging, super thin, but that's the way they're going with all fabrics. was very thoughtful of them, just to be honest, in case they're watching this. They probably are. No strong odor or nothing on the... And, well, now I don't know what it is because I'm not seeing a parting of the legs. It's a storage bag or a it's a laundry bag, but overall general storage bag. And I would say, yeah, that's definitely usable, salvageable. I think this gentleman here is actually doing door dashing. Hang on, I'm getting out another cigarette. I've already spent 26 minutes on this. I know a lot of y'all like and have said y'all enjoy doing me doing these unboxing and product analysis stuff. Oh gosh, yep, number one, super lethal. You would really, there's absolutely no way I'd have to be near death, actually, really, I'd have to be deliriously near death to actually stick one of these in my mouth. So, maybe we can save it for, there's actually several things in there I could have saved for the animals, but to tell you the truth, I hate feeding them to the animals too. I mean, that's being kind of cruel to the animals on my part. Now let's take a look. This appears to be a t-shirt, and watch it say a medium or a Gap. It doesn't that stand for Gay American Pride? Large, which on me would be so tight I wouldn't be able to breathe, but it's pure cotton and made in Singapore. I'm going to temporarily just hang on to that as a washcloth thing or a cleanup rag, since it's pure cotton. Boy, they really loaded it up, but now we're down to it. I just bought a brand new pack of, I got 10 razor blades, but maybe this is just kind of an invitation to come to their hotel this afternoon. And come by and clean up. I'll hang on to it because I always need something to shave my armpits with. We're about down to the end. We're down to the two more, I think, usable. Texas water, I think that primarily comes from HEB, Hill Country Fair. You can read it there. And this really looks familiar. This looks like the Eco Tea brand. Eco Amenities, but it's usually the Denicant, the Aqua Sodium Lauryl Sulfate. That's the basic of almost all the soaps on this planet, all liquid soaps. Cocomidols, all the basic. You can buy this stuff by the tanker truck through the quaternium, 7 citric acid. Nothing really unusual in this yellow number 5, yellow number 6, and since we're knowing that those are probably both tartrazine, which I don't really want in or near my body at any time, I'm going to say no to that. Into the trash. Okay, we're done. We're wrapped up. I have a full bag of trash for the trash man, and I have some salvageable bags for me. And it wasn't a complete waste. Some of them are absolute complete junk, and this is a very durable bag. Plus, they gave me a durable laundry bag, which is, that's handy. Although I just used, trash bags. and then throw them away as soon as they're dirty. So anyway, thank you, young men of the whatever it is, the Teamland Middle School math club or something. Your efforts weren't entirely unappreciated or wasted, but I think really all the food items, they're all garbage, except for the siete, meaning 7. I would eat those if I felt like damaging or roughing up my gums, but the rest of that stuff was pretty much just garbage. And I could actually tell that that's a special bag. I've never seen that configuration before. They took some time and maybe their class made up a bunch of them, and they'll watch this on review. And so I'll mark this for homeless bag for reviewed Pflugerville. I'll see you guys later.